Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's the worst YouTube cook in America. And today I'm gonna show y'all how I make some baked stew salmon. I have about 2 pounds of salmon with me today. And the first thing that I'm gonna do is just wash it with some lime. Or you can just use some lemon. I just ran out and I didn't have any. The next thing that we're gonna do is wash and cut our vegetables, and all I'm using is peppers and onions. I'm using mini sweet peppers, and when I do the salmon, I like to use the reds, the oranges, and the yellows. You can do really big bell peppers and it really won't make a difference. And you're just gonna slice that up the long way, and then you're gonna cut up your yellow onion. And I've used red onion as well, and it comes out good. And so you're just gonna cut that up because you need the peppers and the onions to lay on the bottom of your baking sheet. So cut enough to lay some on the bottom of the baking sheet and enough so that you can also put some on top of the salmon as well. Now right here, I have my baking pan with me. It's a pretty small one. I feel like for 2 pounds, you should definitely have like a slightly bigger pan, but this was all I had. And all I'm gonna do is just take the peppers and the onions and layer it at the bottom so that the salmon has that beautiful flavor to stew upon. And remember to keep at least 1/3 of your peppers and onions to be able to put on top of the salmon when we're done seasoning it. So when you get here, I actually season the back. So we're gonna do a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper. The thing that I love about salmon is that you really don't have to do a lot to it. The fish itself just tastes so good. Then we're gonna do some red, oops, it's not coming out. We're gonna do some red pepper. And then we're gonna do some turmeric. And then I'm gonna do some Cajun seasoning. And boom. And then we are going to rub that in. Right. Rub that in. I'm just gonna flip it. So right here, we're just gonna come in and season the front of the salmon. This is the 21 complete seasoning from Trader Joe's that I showed y'all in my last video. It's some of the best complete seasoning in the game, hands down guaranteed. And then right here, we're just gonna come in with some garlic powder. And then we are gonna put in some smoked paprika on it. Sprinkle all that good stuff in there. And this right here, actually, the smokiness of the paprika does take this salmon to another level, guaranteed. Here we have some red pepper. To be honest, don't be concerned with the red pepper. It's not that deep. The salmon is not going to come out spicy, but spiciness is relative, so maybe don't even take my word for it. We're going to come in with some turmeric, just a little bit of turmeric, and then some salt. And then we're going to come in with some Cajun seasoning. And again, just a little bit, nothing too crazy. And again, also one of my other favorite seasonings, Maggi. Maggi is so good. To be honest, I don't know how healthy it is. I thought Maggi was, I thought it was good. I thought it was, bouillon seasoning. But some people were talking about how, Maggi is not an authentic seasoning and it's actually not good for you. So, I love some Maggi. I was raised on Maggi. But if you have another bouillon or organic bouillon cubes that you like to use, let me know. This is my favorite one, but if you know any organic ones or what have you, definitely put me on in the comments. And also, you know, I just sprinkled just a little bit of Maggi on the salmon. I really put the Maggi inside of the tray itself so the stew can have a really good flavor. So you put it on the sides of the pan, and I'm doing the same thing with the thyme. I'm not really putting the thyme, actually I didn't put any thyme at all on the salmon itself. I'm just putting it on the side so that thyme could give the sauce that flavor that we really like and the flavor that we want for this recipe. And so now we're just gonna rub that seasoning inside the salmon a bit. And what I have inside of my left hand is just some tomato paste. So this, again, this is for that flavor. This is for that broth. I'm gonna put the tomato paste on the sides of the baking dish, okay? It's not gonna go on top of the salmon. You could put it underneath the salmon, or you could put it on the sides, and the tomato paste is gonna give it a good flavor, and it's also gonna give it a really beautiful color. So the video got partially cut off, but after the tomato paste, you want to add water into the pan, and you want to put enough water into the pan that it fills up to the size of the salmon, but you don't want to put so much that now the water is covering the salmon and rinsing off the seasoning off of the meat. Lastly, what you're gonna do is just put the rest of the peppers and onions that you chopped up previously and just put it on top of your salmon. After that, you can just grab some aluminum foil and place it over the pan and make sure that it's wrapped tight. And I put this salmon inside the oven at 380 degrees for about an hour. Right, YouTube family, so here we are. We got the salmon. I let it rest for a good minute, and I don't know if I should eat this whole thing. I am starving. My bad, I'm not even showing y'all the salmon. So here we go. It's so beautiful. The colors are amazing. It looks so rich. Ooh, you see these colors? Ooh. And the reason why I need the stew, because I just like a lot of sauce with my food. I like my food to have so much sauce. So here we are, beautiful, nice bed of white rice that I did not make. It's just some takeout that I warmed up. Okay. Wow. The stew, the sauce, I nailed it. Let's see how these peppers taste. Can't ask for more. This would compete with any salmon at any restaurant. How about that? This is it. Try this recipe. Let me know how you like it. Let me know how it goes. And I'm gonna hit y'all later.
Talked about her salmon. Is your salmon even juicy?
Is my salmon juicy?
Yes, is your salmon even juicy?
Did you come here as a friend or a foe? It's good.
Good night. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment.